Welcome to How to Detect a Liar, the definitive ways to tell if someone is lying to you. These techniques are all based off of national psychology-based studies, hypnotherapy techniques, and publicly available law enforcement training manuals. The goal and objective here is to show you how to detect deception in both body language as well as verbal analysis. And I'll also go over a couple stealth techniques to find out if somebody's lying to you without them knowing that you just found out. This is a great tip. You want to find out how somebody views you or sees you. Whenever you reach out to shake hands with them, if they shake your hand in a straight up and down motion with thumbs pointed up, you know they consider you an equal. If they instead grab your hand and force your palm to be facing the ceiling, or if they crush your hand, you know that they see you as an inferior. And likewise, if you would do this as somebody, if they knew this technique, they would be able to tell that you saw them as an inferior. What do the hands tell you? Gestures towards the face tell that a person is lying because of chemical reactions in the body. Bill Clinton famously touched his nose 88 times during the Lewinsky testimony that he gave. Hands clenched is a sign of dishonesty. Hands on hips is a sign of anger and often is a sign of honesty. Picking imaginary lint, also dishonest or just discomfortable. Arms crossed equals distress, maybe dishonesty. What your eyes tell you, we're sort of hardwired to look in certain directions depending upon if we're remembering something that did happen or if we're constructing a story that did not happen. If you are talking to a person and facing them like you would this young lady that's in this picture here, and you see how she's looking to her or to your right, if you are talking to someone and they make that gesture with their eyes, you know that more than likely they are remembering something that did happen. If, however, she would look to her left, she would be constructing a story. So just remember that right is more than likely true, left is more than likely false. Liars also maintain eye contact on average about 70%, so it will feel as if, whenever you're talking to them, if they're a good liar, that they are maintaining too much eye contact because a normal amount of eye contact is actually 50%. And as many people already know, people's blink rate increases dramatically during lying. Hand displays are often looked upon as honest unless they are excessive, then they're looked upon as dishonest. If someone would place a purse or what we call an imaginary coffee wall in front of them, that means they are feeling distress. An imaginary coffee wall is, you could basically think of it this way. If a person's right-handed and they place their drink or coffee to their left, meaning they have to continually move their arm in front of themselves, that's what we call an imaginary coffee wall. Rubbing up the neck, again, chemical reaction, sign of dishonesty. Fake yawning, overthinking each question, trouble swallowing, and acting mechanical. All signs of dishonesty. Here is a gesture that actually shows interest and honesty. Now, we all know that we can fake certain things. I'm not saying that that's what Hillary Clinton is doing in this photograph, but this is the most natural sign of interest and honesty that she's demonstrating here. Jiggling of the feet is a sign of distress. Leaning forward is a sign of honesty. Flushing of the face, dishonesty. If yes and no head shakes don't jive with what a person's saying, so if they're saying yes with their mouth and no with their head, you should follow and believe the physical gestures and not the verbal. Verbal analysis. We're going to review here why it's hard for somebody to lie, review 7 verbal clues of deception, and give some real-world examples. Why liars win. You almost never catch a person lie. They will tell you what they saw or what they did, but nothing incriminating. I wouldn't do that, as an example, is not the same as I didn't do that. What you need to do when you want to detect verbal lying is just listen, believe what they're saying, and then analyze it. It's hard to lie to a direct question. As you can see here with Timothy McVeigh in an interview, Newsweek reporter asked him, this is the question everybody wants to know, did you do it? His answer, the only way we can really answer that is that we are going to plead not guilty. Did not answer the question. Then they say, but you've got a chance right now to say, hell no. He answered again, we can't do that. People in general, unless they're extremely good liars, have a very hard time lying to a direct question. If they are a good liar, there's a way to spot that they're lying to you. If you ask them a question, a direct question, They will sort of unfocus their eyes and seem to not be looking at you directly, or they'll start acting mechanically. And the reason why is they are actually remembering a script answer to your direct question. So look for that unfocus in the eyes and mechanical acts. You can see here with Mrs. Smith, very often liars will change their pronouns. When she was describing to police officers the trip that finally ended with her car submerging with her children inside of it, whenever she was referring to the trip itself, she continually referred to my car, showing ownership. However, the things that she wanted to distance herself, such as leaving the vehicle and then letting the car submerge, during that period of time she referred to her car continually as the car. If a person changes pronouns to distance themselves from any part of the story, more than likely that there is some mistruth to be found there. Another thing you can do is examine verb tenses. If an interviewer asks, have you ever used illegal drugs, and the interviewee responds, I don't use illegal drugs, you could see there that they did not answer the question. The question was ever, and the person answered the question in the present tense, meaning that they do not currently use drugs. Internal dictionaries, we all have them, and what you will often see a liar do is if they're asked a question that is a direct question that they want to lie about, what they will do is they'll take pieces of the language of the interviewee or the questioner and put them into their response. This is very it's not natural in any way. And you can see an example of it here. When Jim Lehrer interviewed Bill Clinton and he asked, you had no sexual relationship with this young woman, he responded, there is no sexual relationship. That is accurate. What did he do here? He didn't answer the question first off. He changed the verb tense. He borrowed from Lehrer's internal dictionary in regards to the term sexual relationship. The order of a list is also important. Parents naturally, when asked to name off their children, will name them in the order of birth. If they don't, there's a reason why. When O.J. said that him and his wife had their downs and ups, believe me, there was a reason why. Answering a question with a question is another sign. If you would ask, did you take the cookies? And they respond, did I take the cookies? No. Or could you repeat that? Or what did you say? You can be well prepared for a lie that comes soon after. Also, the use of unnecessary words in general are very good signs that a lie or a mistruth has been spoken. I specifically really like the term really. You can often spot in politicians who are very gifted liars the use of really during their answering phases and so forth, during public hall meetings and so forth and so on. So if somebody uses one of these terms or any term like it, chances are they are hiding some level of the truth. Let's say you think somebody is lying to you in regards to spreading rumors. You would just simply say to them, it's come to my attention that someone is spreading rumors. Can you alert me if you hear anything? You did not say the person was spreading rumors. You just simply pointed out a fact. If they become defensive or change the subject, chances are they are the ones spreading the rumors. If, however, they are not, they will more than likely agree to help you. If you want to find out if somebody was where they said they were, this is kind of common sense, but ask them if they hit a lot of traffic because of the water line break or the bad accident. If they answer the question in the affirmative, you know again that somebody is lying. And finally, this is a great way, if you want to pause this video, these are some great questions to ask somebody to find out if they're more than likely to take advantage of their spouse, or if they would be involved in thievery in the workplace, or what have you. And that's the basic presentation on how to find out if somebody is lying. Thank you very much for your time. Hope you have a great day.